For quite some time, South African customers of Temu and Shein have been buying clothing at discount prices and only charged about 20 Rand per 100 Rand of item value by using a loophole in the customs system and avoiding the 45% import duty plus 15% VAT. This was done by splitting orders into multiple small packages with a declared value of less than 500 Rand. But this has now changed and shoppers are up in arms about it. Starting July 1, 2024, the South African Revenue Service implemented new tax regulations aimed at closing tax loopholes that allowed Temu and Shein to avoid higher taxes by breaking up large orders into smaller packages. The change standardizes import duties for clothing items, regardless of their value, to ensure a level playing field and support local retailers who were previously disadvantaged by the loophole. This revision eliminates the unfair advantage enjoyed by international e-commerce sites and promotes fair competition in the market. In South Africa, prior to July 1, 2024, clothing packages under 500 Rand were subject to a 20% import duty and 0% VAT, while packages over 500 Rand attracted a 45% import duty plus VAT. This led to accusations that Temu and Shein were exploiting the system by breaking up large orders into smaller packages to avoid higher taxes. Local clothing retailers and stakeholders in the textile industry complained that this put them at a disadvantage, as they always had to pay the higher tax rate for imported clothes. To address this unfair advantage, the tax regulations have been revised to standardize import duties for clothing items, effective 1 July 2024. The new regulations will significantly impact low-value and small-volume orders from Temu and Shein, particularly for packages under 500 Rand. For example, a 100 Rand clothing order that previously attracted just 20 Rand in tax and no VAT will now require paying a 45 Rand import duty and 21 Rand and 75 cents in VAT, resulting in a total price of 166 Rand and 75 cents. This is a 39% increase. To simplify, check your order and add 66 Rand and 75 cents for every 100 Rand you are spending, as this will be added by customs on all new orders. This change is due to the standardization of import duties and VAT, which aims to level the playing field for local retailers. As a result, consumers may face higher prices for imported clothing items, while local retailers will benefit from a more equitable, competitive environment. The change has been welcomed by local retailers who believe it will help level the playing field and support local production and jobs. The Foschini Group CEO, Anthony Thinstrom, stated, "It's a big move, and I think it will help local industry, including local production and jobs." Trade and Industry Minister Ibrahim Patel also emphasized the government's commitment to confronting online retail platforms that use tariff loopholes to undermine locally produced goods. Note that this change specifically targets clothing imports, leaving other product categories such as small electronics unaffected. Temu's popularity in affordable electronics remains unchanged. Meanwhile, some local e-commerce players like Zando have adopted the direct-from-factory approach, collaborating with Buffalo Logistics for streamlined international shipping and customs clearance. In contrast, retailers like the Foschini Group's Bash emphasize their competitive edge through high-quality products and well-known brands, distinguishing themselves from Shein and Temu's offerings. The new tax regulations aim to promote fair competition and support local retailers by closing a tax loophole exploited by international e-commerce sites. While this change will increase prices for low-value and small-volume orders from Temu and Shein, it is expected to level the playing field and promote local production and jobs. But how do you feel about these changes? Are they fair to the retailers and consumers? Let me know in the comments what you think. Do subscribe to my YouTube channel as I have more stories to tell. I will see you in the next video.